recent town hall, you said there's been some background noise about people trying to sell our public power systems to the highest bidder. You were referring to the Bonneville Power Administration, and you said, this is your quote, "like hell no over my dead body." Also said there's serious public sentiment and demand for efficiency in government systems. How do you balance the desire for a slimmed down federal government without massive federal job cuts or selling off these public systems?
Yeah, it would be a profound mistake. And so one of the kind of wild things about my life now is that I pay a power bill at home in Skamania County and also in DC. And we are so fortunate here to have reliable, clean power, and the rates are just substantially higher there. And I think when you talk to a lot of these civil servants, they are the first ones to point out the inefficiencies and the Byzantine nature of the hoops they have to jump through. A lot of these folks are the best positioned to help us create a more efficient process. And so working with them, particularly around permitting reform, that is a huge issue. How difficult it is to get our public infrastructure programs built, how quickly they can be and easily they can be tied up in litigation for, a generation. So creating a more efficient permitting system, I think there's a lot of value and a lot of savings that can be delivered to taxpayers right there. That's one thing I've been looking at. And that goes down through so many agencies that a lot of these programs, it's like a dog pile. And I saw it as a small business owner how difficult it is to interface with any agency, state or local. You can never tell what they're asking you on the form, and there's been, I think, my understanding is that a lot of the user research that's necessary is functionally illegal. There are so many rules around how these agencies interact with the users of the system that they've made it impossible to do some of the work to understand what the question is the IRS is asking you, and just speaking in plain language. So that kind of legislative reform, I think, will deliver a lot of savings. And we're not going to sacrifice our public resources to do that. We're not going to cut off our nose to spite our face. We have to know what is worth having in this country and fight for that, and not get wrapped around the axle as a defender of the status quo, but as people who know that we've got a good thing and it's worth fighting for.